The following program is presented by Ballinran Entertainment. As Southwestern Ontario's largest film, television, and digital media studio, we illuminate extraordinary stories, sharing them with the world.
And now, of course, the moment that we've all been waiting for.
My jaw was at the floor. I could not believe what I saw.
This is like the story of my life here.
Well, first of all, I don't know how I ended up with the heavy end of this thing.
Now, I am here in a 1959 Corvette.
350,000 folks. This is an exciting moment in Canadian history. We sold it. The late John Durant was a quiet collector that collected, and now he's selling. And we also have other collectors in the same boat. A lot of this material hasn't seen the light of day in years.
They were early members of the Canadian Glass Society, pioneers in the hobby, really, for Canadian glass. And when things are unlocked, I mean, you got to figure these jars, when they discovered them, they didn't understand the rarity. They didn't understand how important these really were at that time. They were part of the pioneer days of the hobby. They were learning about them, and they've been literally locked away for 30 years, just discovered now and offered fresh to the market. It's such a rare case for that to happen.
For sure. So certainly the historic advertising flavor today, a lot of this material has a story to tell. We've told a lot of those stories in the Miller Times, but we've got a lot of great signs, jars, and everywhere in between today. It's going to be a great one.
Starting at lot 321, I'll let Ethan kick it off.
321 is the first lot then. It's the X-Lax. Good way to start the day with a little bit of X-Lax. Why not? 225 on this one. Wow. Well, I'll tell you one thing. It pays to pay attention early in the sale. We've got a $200 bid on our X-Lax, 225. Porcelain, 250 now. Great color on this as well. 250, 275. 75 now. 250, 275 now. 250, 75. Porcelain advertising at its best. 275, 325 now. At 325. Great color on this too. The colors pop. 325. Your turn. 325. Anybody else? Fair warning on lot number one. It's always the bargain of the sale. Lot number one coming out of the gate. 325. 350 now. At 350. Opportunity knocks coming down. 350. 375. It's a great one. At 350. 375. Fair warning. Hammers coming down. In or out? Yes or no? 3.5. 75. Sold at 350 like that. We're going to skip along here today. We're going to move and move. We've got lots of great porcelain. What a phenomenal pair of push and pulls. The X-Lax push and pulls. These never turn up. A pair tack authenticated. They are phenomenal. You just don't see this kind of thing coming to market anymore. 400, 425. Only in the old collections. 425. What a push. 425, 450 now. I love it. I think it's one of the greatest pushes made. 450, 475. When push comes to shove, 500 now. At 475, 5. 475, 5 now, 5. Worth every penny of that. At 550 now, 600 now. You can't buy this kind of thing. 556, your turn. When push comes to shove, 5.5, 6. 5.5, 6. The colors pop. The conditions there, 5.5, 6. Coming down at 650 now. I'll sell it. 600, 6.5. Does anyone else want in? At 600, 650. Your turn. 700 then. 657. When it's gone, it's gone. When the pair is gone, the pair is gone. You should own the pair. 700, 750. At 758, you should own the pair. 758. Your turn. At 7.5, 800 now. At 758. Fair warning then. I love this push. Pictorial product push. Wow. At 758 coming down. At 7.5, 8. You should own the pair. 758. Fair warning. 758. Last chance. At 8, 850 now. We've got to run. 8, 850 now. Need the bids. Need the bids. Quick now, please. Bid now. At 859. At 859. You should own the pair. 859. Hammers in the air. Coming down. At 859. Anybody else? Last chance and final call. At 859. Anybody else? Sold, 850, thank you. And then we've got the second one. You should own the pair. You really should. 350, 375, 400 now. 400 now. 400 now for the rare one. 425 now. At 50 then. At 425, 50 bid with confidence. 75, 75, 5. 75, 5 now. 550 then where? At 500, 5.5 now. 600 now. 650 on the rare one. 650 now. 700 where? At 750 then. Got to run. 750, 800 now on the rare one. 850 then. At 800, 850 then. At 8.5 now. 900 where? On the rare one. 950 then. 950 then. 950 then. 9.5. Anybody else? 950. 1,000 on the rare one. 1,000. Took it. 1,100. At 1,100. 1,100. Fair warning. Bid now, please. 1,100. Anyone else? At 1,000. 1,100 coming down. 1,000. 1,100. Anywhere else? Sold at 1,000. Thank you. 324. Moving along, the Vicks Vapor Rub. Another, oh, there's a rare sign there. The door push sign at 850, 900 now. Again, the colors pop. Where do you find pictorial pushes anymore? 859, 859. Should be 859. That's a rare push at 900, 950. These are so delightful to collect. I'll tell you, you hold them in your palm, they just spark joy. 900, 950, your turn. 900, 950, gotta run. Anyone else? At 900, 9.5, thank you. 1,000, gotta run. 951, gotta run. 1,000, 1,100, that is a rare door push. 1,000, 11, took it. 12, colors pop, conditions there. 9.5, it doesn't get any better. 12, 13, 1,400, it doesn't get any better. 13, 14, your turn. Good morning. At 13, 1,400, thank you. 1,500 now. At 14, 15, your turn. Let's make it 15. At 14, 15, anybody else? That is a rare push. 14, 15, took it. 1,600 now. At 16, conditions there. 15, 16, you'll never find another one of these. Just be prepared for that. 15, 16, gotta run. At 15, 1,600, fair warning. When it's gone, it's gone. 15, 16, anybody else? Last chance then and final call at 15, 16. Sold. 15, that's gone.
403's up next. And what do we have here? Yes, here it is. Thomas J. Reid from Almonte, Ontario. It's the clothing and furnishings. It's an Ithaca sign, so rarely found in Canada, made for Canadian companies. Typically, these Ithaca signs are found in America for American companies. This one is a fabulous example. Look at the condition on it. Gotta love the look of an Ithaca sign. 1,600, now 1,700 now. At 16, then 1,700, they're a category of their own, Ithaca signs. At 16, then 1,700 now, and a rare Canadian one here. At 16, then 17, gotta bid 16, then 1,700 now. At 16, then 17, gotta bid 16, then 1,700. Thank you. 18, now 1,900 now. Thomas J. Reid, clothing and furnishings at 18, then 1,900 now. Got to bid 18, then 19, and a bid 18, then 1,900. At 18, then 19, got to bid 18, then 1,900 now. These Ithaca signs have a real look to them. They do. At 18, then 1,900. Thank you. 2,000, you're in still. 74.10, now 22.5. At 2,000 bid, then 22.50. You're out. 22.5 and then 2,500. Your turn to answer back at this point. At 22.5 and then 2,500. At 22.50, then 25. Got to bid 22.50, then 2,500 now. 74.10, it's your turn. At 22.5 and 25, got to bid 22.50, then 2,500 now. 22.5 and then 25, got to bid 22.5 and then 25 on the Canadian Ithaca sign. Hammers up then at 22.50, 2,500, got to run. Fair warning, everyone. 22.5, 25. Last chance to bid. Final call. Hammer is in the air. Any further action at 22.5, 2,500. Sold it there at 22.5. Getting into some of the nice overalls signs in the sale today. Lot number 404. It's the Carhartt's overalls sign. A very nice example of this Canadian sign from St. Thomas Metal Signs. 22.5 were bid. Yes, now 2,500, please. It has it all. That great Carhartt's logo script, a well-designed sign here in fabulous condition. 22.5. Thank you. 2,500 then. At 22.50, then 25. I've got a bid 22.50. You're in 73.23, but you're out just that quickly at 25, 27.5. 2,500 bid, then 27.50. I've never seen an example like this before. Not in condition like this. 25 and then 27.5 now. It's a heavy metal sign. This one at 25 and then 27.50. 25 bid, then 27.5 and 3,000. Welcome, 7,005. at 27 and a half and 3,000 now. 27.50, then 3. Try it again. 7225. It's your turn at 27 and a half and 3,000 now on the Carhartt's overall sign. 27.50, then 3,000. 27 and a half here, then 3,000. Now you're in. I've got you on 7005. You're in for now at 27.50. Asking 3,000 now, 7225. Your turn at 27 and a half and 3,000 now. But I got to run at 27.50, then 3,000. Are we all through and done then? Fair warning then on the rare Canadian Carhartt sign. My hammer's in the air at 27.50, 3,000. Last chance to bid and final call then at 27 and a half, 3. Fair warning. Any further bids? Final call. Sold it at 27.50. Moving on to lot number 405. Here's a great looking sign for Sherwin-Williams Paints. Cover the Earth. 6.5 bid. A nice big sign at 6.5 only, then 700. 6.5 bid here, then 700 now. Got a bid 6.5 and then 700. Lot of sign here for the money. Pay attention on this one at 650 only, now 700. At 6.5 and then 700 now. Got 6.5 and then 700. At 6.5 and then 700 now. Got a bid 6.5 and then 700. Sherwin-Williams Paints, Varnishes, and Enamels at 6.5 and then 700. 650 bid here, then 700 now. Is that it? Is that all? Fair warning then at 6.5, 700. The deal of the day happening right now. This Sherwin-Williams sign, this large Sherwin-Williams paint sign, 700. Thank you. 7.5 then. At 700 bid, then 7.5. You're out. 7041. Thank you. 750. Then 800 now. A great look it has. It's a double-sided sign. You're buying two signs, two massive signs, and the condition's right. At 750, 800 now. Gonna bid 7.5 and then 800. Are we all done? Fair warning then. At 750, 800. I gotta run. Last chance and fair warning then. 750, 800. Wow, what a deal here. 758. Are we all through? Last chance. Final call. Any further bids? Thank you. 800, then 850. Back to you, 7041. You got to be quick, though. At 800, then 8.5. I got to bid 800 here, then 8.5 now. It's a bargain. Your money is safe, I assure you that. At 800, then 8.5. Last chance and final call. All through and done. And thank you. 850, then 900. At 8.5 and then 900 now. Got to bid 8 and then 9 and 8.5 and then 900 now. Last chance and final call. Any further bids? Sold it there. 850. Sold it to M&M. Lot number 406 here, the Brandrum Henderson English paint sign here. Great graphics on this early sign here with a real history. 900 only on it. 900 only on this English paint sign. Canadian market sign here, 1,000, 1,100 now. Check out the graphics. What a great early look to it. At 1,000, then 1,100 now. Got a bid 1,000 here, then 1,100. At 1,000, then 11, a bid 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. Got it there. Thank you. Now 1,200, please. And 11, then 12. Got a bid 11, then 12. Got a bid 11, then 12. Got a bid 11, then 12. You'll not find another one of these. At 11, then 1,200 now. At 11, bid now 1,200, please. 7212, your turn again. At 11, then 1,200. Got it here. 12 and 13 then. At 12 of the 1,300 now. Got a bid 12 of the 1,300. At 12 and the 13, got a bid 12 and the 1,300 now. I love this one. Love the graphics. Just a great advertising sign. 12, 1,300. At 12 of the 13, got a bid 1,200 here, the 1,300 now. 7212, it's not too late to jump back in. We got to run though. At 12 and the 1,300. Are we all through and done? Fair warning then on the Brandrum Henderson English paint sign. Hammers in the air at 12, 1,300. Last chance and fair warning. Here's a deal. 12, 13. Last chance. Final call. Sold it there, 1,200. Live Auctioneers Way. Lot number 407 is up next here. We've got the Coca-Cola shopping cart bottle holder. Here's a bargain, 75 only, then 100, please. At 75 and then 1, got a bid 75 and then 1, got a bid 75 and then 100 now. Wow! At 75 only, then 100. Last chance and final call. Then we'll sell it. 100, then 125. Got a bid 100 here, then 125 now. At 100, then 125, 150, 125 and then 1.5. I got a bid 125 and then 150, go 150, go 150, 175 then. At 150, then 75 and 50, then 75 and 50, then 75 now. 150, then 175. Fair warning. At 150, 175. Last chance. Final call, everybody. Any further bids? Sold at 150, lot 408. And we got the Coca-Cola bottle pretzel bowl with the 3 figural bottle feet. 125 only on this, which was made for the 50th anniversary of Coca-Cola at 125 and then 150 now on the pretzel bowl at 125, then 150, go 125 here and then 150 at 125 and then half, 125 and then half. Are we all done? At just 125, 150. Fair warning, everybody.
Thank you. 150, 175 now. Go 200, 175 and 200 now. I've got 175 on and then 200. Got 175 here and then 2. Are we all done? Last chance, everybody. Fair warning at 175, 200. Sold it there. 175, lot number 409. Got the rare Coca-Cola Wood, 25-cent six-pack Coca-Cola bottle carrier at 150. Now 175 now. Thank you. 175 on the phone and then 200. 175 at the 200 now. At 175 at the 2. Get a bid 175 here with the 200 now. Got 175 on and the 2. But are we all done? At just 175 at the 2. Got 175 on and the 2. The bid's on the telephone. Thank you. 200 the 225. You got to be 225 at the phone. Thank you. 225 at the 50. At 225 at the 250. Go 225 at the 2.5. Bids on the phone. At 225 at the 250. Go 250. Go 250 now. At 225 at the 250. But are we all done? Fair warning then. At 225, 250. Last chance. Final call on the Wood six-pack. Any further bids? Sold it there. Thank you. Lot number 410. And this time we've got another pair of six-pack bottled carriers here. 200 bid, then 225 now. 225 on the telephone. Now 250. At 225 at the 250, go 225 at the 2.5 now. At 225 at the 50, go 225 at the 2.5. At 225 at the 50, go 225 at the 2.5 now. Are we all done? At 225 at the 250, go 250, go 250 now. Last chance and fair warning then. At 225 bid, then 250. Any further bids? Sold them your way. Lot number 411's up next. And what do we have? The it's the Coca-Cola aluminum stadium carrier, a rare piece here at 175, 200 now. Can't say I've seen one before. At 175 of the 200, got 175 on and the 200 now. At 175 of the 2, but are we all done? At 175 here, the 200 now. Last chance and final call. Any further bids? At 175 bid, then 200. Fair warning. Sold there, 175, lot number 412. We got the Coca-Cola Junior Picnic Cooler here, the airline-style cooler at 100, then 125 now. I've got a bid 100 on, then 125. Got a bid 100 here, then 125. Here's a bargain, 125 and 50. Got it. 125, then 1.5. I got 125 and then 150. Go 125 and then 1.5 down. 125 and 50. Got it. 150 then 175, please. At 150 then 75 and 50 then 75 and 50 then 75 now. At 150 then 175. But are we all done? Last chance on this nice original Coca-Cola Junior Picnic Cooler. Hammers up and fair warning. Then at just 150, 175. Got it. 200. At 175 at the 200 now. Got to be quick. 71.40 at 175 at the 2. Got to be 200 at the 225. I get 200 here. The 225 at the 225 at the 225 now. At 200 the 225. Last chance and 225 and 50. At 225 at the 250. Go 250. Go 250. Go 250 now. 225 at the 2.5. Last chance and final call. Any further bids? 275 then. At 250 then 75 and 50 then 75 now. At 250 then 275 and 300. 275 and 300 now. Got to be quick, guys. At 275 and 300 go 325 then. At 300 the 25. Got to be 300 the 325 now. Got to be 300 the 325 now. Go 350. 325 and then 50 go 325 and then 50 go 325 and then 350 go 350 go 350. Fair warning. 325 3.5. And 375 then, 350 then 75 and 50 then 75 and 50 then 75 now. At 350 then 375 and then 375 and then 375 all through and done. Sold it there, 350, lot number 413. It's the Linamar Coca-Cola dispenser bank in its original box here, a rare one at 275 and 300. At 275 and 300 go 325 and 50. At 375 and 400, 425 and 50. 425 and then 50 go 75 and then 500. Thank you. 500 to 550. At 500 to 550 go 500 to 550 go 500 to 550 now. 600 please. At 5.5 and then 600. 5.5 and then 600 now. Go 6.5. At 600 bid then 6.5. I got a bid 600 here then 6.5 now. Fair warning then, at 600, then 6.5, 700, 6.5, and then 700, please. At 650, then 7, got a bit 650, then 7, got a bit 6.5, and then 7 on the rare. Linamar Coca-Cola dispenser bank in its original box. 700, then 750. You'll never find another one like this. Not in this condition. At 700, at 750, 700, then 7.5. At 700, then 750, go 700, then 750, go 700, then 7.5. Fair warning. Last chance and final call then, everybody. Sold at 700. Sold it at 700. Lot number 414. Here it is. The 1939 Coca-Cola Salesman Sample Cooler, professionally restored. At 1,800, got it, 19, thank you. Now 2,000, please. At 19, then 2,000 now. I've got the bid 2,000, then 22 and a half. At 22.50, thank you, 22.50, then 25. At 22.25, and then 27 and a half. A salesman sample cooler from 1939, all restored and ready to display. What a great piece it is. 25, now 27 and a half, please. At 2,500, then 27.50. 25, and then 27 and a half. I get a bid 2,500, you're in. 7,004, I've got you on. 27 and a half here. Try it again, though. At 27.50, then 3,000. At 27 and a half, and then 3,000. Now you're out. At 27.50, then 3. Try it again. 7,004, you're out. You've got to be 3,000 now. At 27.50, then 3. You got to be 27.50, then 3,000. At 27.50, then 3. Is that it? Is that all? Fair warning, then. At 27 and a half and 3,000 on the rare 1939 salesman sample cooler. Hammers in the air. 27 and a half, 3,000. Fair warning, then. Last chance. Final call. Anybody else? Sold it there, 27.50, live auctioneer's way. Lot number 415's up next here. A pair of rare 30-ounce orange crush bottles. 375 bid now, 400 go 425. At 400 bid, then 425 and then 50. At 425 and then 450 go 450 go 450 go 450 now. Get 425 and then 450 go 475. Got to be quick. At 450 then 75 and 50 then 75 and 50 then 75 now. At 450 then 475 and then 500. 475 and then 5. Get 475 and then 500 now. Got to bid 475 and then 5. Try him again at 475 and then 500. Everyone else at 475. Are we all done? Fair warning at 475 and then 500. Last chance. Final call, everybody. Sold them 475. Lot number 416. Then this is a rare bottle. It's the Cocoa Air, as they call it, Hutchison bottle from Coca-Cola. A nice example as well. Rarely these come to market. At 1,000 bid on the rare Air Coca-Cola Hutchinson bottle, 1,100, thank you, 12 and then 12, 11 then 12, at 11 here and then 1,200 now, get a bid 11, then 12, at a bid 11, then 12, at a bid 11, 12, thank you, 1,300, the rare Air bottle at 12 and then 1,300 now, at 12 and then 13, get a bid 12, 13, thank you, 1,400, at 13 then 14, get a bid 13, then 14, 14, 1,500, at 14 then 15, get a bid 14, then 1,500 now, get 14 and then 15, get a bid 14, then 1,500, thank you, 16 then, at 15, then 1,600. The Cocoa Air. At 15, then 16, thank you, 1,700. 16, then 17, got a bid 16, then 1,700 now. At 16, then 17, if you've been waiting for a nice example of this rare Air bottle, here it is today. 17, 1,800. At 17, 18, then 1,900. At 18, then 19, got a bid 18, then 1,900 now. At 18, then 19, got a bid 18, then 1,900. 18, yes, you're on at 18. I've got 18 now, 19, please, and 2,000 then. At 19, then 2,000 now. Got a bid 19, and then 2, 2,022 and a half then. At 2, then 22.50, go 22.50 now. Try to bid 2 here, then 22 and a half. At 2,000 bid, then 22.50. I've got a bid 2 on, and then 22 and a half. It's your turn. 2,000, then 22 and a half on the rare Cocoa Air Coca-Cola Hutchinson bottle. Hammers up then at 2,022 and a half. Fair warning. Any further bids? At 222 and a half. Hammers up. Last chance. Final call, everybody. Any further bids? Sold it there. 2,000. Well done. This is a rare one. A lot of chatter in the community, the Coca-Cola collector community on this. Lot number 427. It's the sold here flange sign. A rare Canadian flange here from the 1930s made by St. Thomas Metal Signs. Happy to have this one in the sale. Check out the color on that. Nice, rich colors on this rare flange sign. 1,300 bid, you're in. Yes, now 1,400, please. At 13, 14, and then 1,500. At 14, then 15, and 1,600, please. 1,500 bid, then 1,600 now. At 15, then 16, got a bid 15, then 16, then 1,700. 16, then 1,700. A good place to put your money in a rare flange like this. 17, and then 1,800 now. 19, at 18, then 1,900. 18, then 19, got a bit 18, then 1,900 now. At 18, then 19, got a bit 18, 19, then 2,000, please. Back to you. 19 and then 2,000 now. You're safe. At 2,000, then 22.50. You're safe putting your money in rarities like this. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. 2,000 bid. You're 22.50, please. Now at 2, then 22.5. I got a bid 2,000 on, then 22.50. At 2, then 22.5. At 2 bid, then 22.50. Go 2,500 now. 22.5 shouldn't be anything to think about. At 25, 27.50 then. At 25, and then 27.5. Now I'm going to bid 25, and then 27.5 on the rare Canadian Coke flange from the 1930s. At 27.5 and 3,000 now. At 27.50, then 3,000. I've got a bid 27.5 and then 3,000 now. I'm going to bid 27.5, 3,000, 32.50 then. At 3, then 32.5. At 3,000 bid, then 32.50. Go 32.50. Go 32.50 now. Your turn. At 3,000 bid, then 32.50. At 3, then 32.5. How did this survive? Last chance then got a run at 3,032.50. This doesn't surprise me at all. At 3,032.5, hammers in the air. Fair warning then, everybody. At 3,032.5, last chance. Final call. Any further bids? Fair warning then. 3,032.5. Sold it there at 3,000. Well done. Nice piece. Lot number 428 here from Canada Dry Beverages. It's a large family bottle sign with the price front and center of 5 cents at $4.25. Now $4.50, please. $4.25 and then $4.50. Go $4.25 and then 4.5. $4.25 is the bid, then $4.50. Go $4.75 and 500. At $4.75 and then 5. Get $4.75 and then 500 now. Go $5.50, 600, please. 5.5 and then 600 now. At $5.50 then 6. Got a bid $5.50 then 6. Got a bid $5.50 then 6. Are we all done? Fair warning then at 5.5, 600, last chance. Final call, everybody. Any further bids? Fair warning. Sold at $5.50. Brings us to lot number 429, the Birchola Birch Beer soda sign from Scranton, Pennsylvania at $2.50, $2.75 then now. At $2.50 then 75, at a bit $2.50 here, then $2.75 on the Birchola sign. At $2.50 then 75, at a bit $2.50 here, then $2.75 now. At $2.75, get 300, please. $2.75, it's your turn at 3. At $2.75 and then 3, get a bit $2.75 and then 300 now. Got $2.75 and then 3. Are we all done? Fair warning then at just $2.75, 300. What a buy here. $2.75, 300, gotta go. Fair warning, last chance. Final call, everybody. Hammers in the air at $2.75, 300. Sold it at $2.75, lot number 430. Love this one. First Aid Beverage. Interestingly, it's made by the Crown Cork and Seal Company in Baltimore. Great sign here at $2.75 only. Then 300, please, at $3.25. First Aid at $3.25 and 50. $3.25 and then $3.50. Go $3.50 now. At $3.25 and then $3.50. Go $3.50. Go $3.25 and then 3.5. Conditions right. At $3.25 and then $3.50. Go $3.25 then 3.5. At $3.25 and then $50. Go $3.25 and then half. At $3.25 and then $3.50. Are we all done? $3.25 bid, then $3.50. Last chance on the First Aid Beverages sign. My hammer is in the air. I've got a run at $3.25, $3.50. Fair warning. Last chance. Final call. Sold it at $3.25. Lot number 431's up next. Here's an early one from 1923. Drink Hires in Bottles. It's a Hires root beer sign at $400 bid, then $4.25 now. Got a bid $400 on, then $4.25. Got a bid $400 here on the Hires root beer sign at $4.25, please. Thank you. $4.25 and 50 at $4.25 and then $4.50 now. And 75 then at $4.50 then 75. 1923 at $4.75 and 500. $4.75, 500 now. Got it $5.50 then at 500 then 550. Go 500 then 550. Go 500 then 5.5. I'm at 500 here, then 550, 600, please. 5.5 and then 600 on the early Hires root beer sign at 550, 600. Now, what do you say? At 550, then 6, got a bid 550, then 6, got a bid 550 here, then 600. Now, are we all done? Fair warning, then 5.5, 600, last chance. 550, 600, final call. Anyone else? Sold it then 550. Lot number 432 here. It's an early Orange Crush sign, a rare one. St. Thomas metal signs, that early Orange Crush script at $750, $800 now. Can't say I've seen this specific sign before. It's from the 20s. There's no questioning that. At $950, then $1,000. Thank you, $1,100 on the rare Orange Crush sign. At 1,000, then 1,100 now. Got a bid 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. You're out 73.23. Try it again at 1,000, then 1,100. At 1,000 bid, then 1,100 now. Got a bid 1,000, then 1,100, bid 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. At 1,000, then 1,100, bid 1,000, then 1,100, bid 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. Got a bid 1,000, then 1,100, bid 1,000, then 1,100, bid 1,000. Thank you. 1,100, then 12. New bidder in. Welcome 7106. You're in at 11 now. 1,200 and 11, then 12. At 11, then 12. At 11, then 12. At 11 here. 1,200 where? At 11, 12. Thank you. 1,300. Bid coming from Live Auctioneers. You're out 7106. 12 and 13. Try it again at 12 and the 1,300. Got a bid 12 and the 1,300 now. At 12 and the 13. Got a bid 12 and the 13. But are we all done? Fair warning then. At 12, 1,300. Last chance to bid and final call, everybody. At 12, 1,300. My hammer's up. Fair warning. Any further bids? 12, 1,300. Sold it there, 1,200. Live Auctioneers way brings us to lot number 433. It's the Orange Crush 1939 diamond sign here. One of the more attractive Orange Crush signs in my opinion. Feel Fresh, a great example here too. Sitting at just $850, $900 now. Wow. $850 then $900. At $850 then $900. Way under the money here. At $850 then $9. Got a bit $850 then $9 on the Diamond Crush sign from 1939. $850, $900. Pay attention, everybody. Could be the deal of the day happening now. 900, 950, then 1,000, please. At 9.5, then 1,000 now. At 950, then 1. Get a bit 950, then 1. What a great piece of advertising. Not 1,000, then 1,100 now. And 1,000, then 1,100, 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. Get 1,000, then 1,100, 1,000. I thought our estimate was low. At 11, now 1,200. And 11, then 12. At 11, then 12. At 11, 1,200, then 13, please. At 12, and then 1,300. 12, and then 13. Get a bit 12, and then 1,300 now. Get a bit 12, and then 1,300 now. At 12 and then 13, you're on at 12. I've got you in. Do not worry. 13, please. 12, 1,300. 13. At 12 and then 1,300. 12 and then 13 on the 1939 Orange Crushy diamond sign. You got Crushy right in the bottom there. Feel Fresh. Fair warning then at 12, 1,300. Got to run. Last chance and final call, everybody, at 12, 1,300. Any further bids? Final call. Fair warning then. Sold it there at 1,200. We sold it at 1,200. Here's a rare one, lot number 434, again from 1939. It's the Whistle Orange Soda. Morning, noon, night. 500 bid. We've got 500 on the nice Whistle sign here. 550, then 600 now. Got a bid 550, then 600. 550, then 6. I got a bid 550, then 600 now. The condition's right. Great sign here. Check out the color at 550, 600 now. Got 5.5, and then 600, 550 here, then 600 now. Get 550, then 600, 600, then 6.5. You're in at 6, asking 6.5 now, 7323. 600, then 6.5 now. I've got a bit 600, then 6.5. At a bit 600 on, then 650 now. At 600, then 6.5. I get a bit 600 on, then 6.5. But are we all done? Whistle Orange selling today. A bargain here at 600, 6.5. What am I missing? Conditions there. It's got it all. 6.5, 700, please. 750, 700, then 7.5 now. At 700, then 750. Go 700, then 7.5. Get 700 on. 750, then 800 now. At 7.5, then 800, please. At 7.5 here, then 800 now. Got a bit 7.5, and then 8. Are we all done? Fair warning, then I've got to run. At 7.5, 800. Last chance. Final call. Any further bids? 750, 800. Sold it there, 750. Another Whistle sign coming at lot number 435. Here's an attractive soda sign. One of the great ones. Whistle Orange, certified pure, 7.5, 800 now. I got 7.5 and then 800, please. 750, then 800, go 850. 800, then 8.5. I got a bit 800 on, then 850, go 800, and then 850, please. 800, then 8.5. What do you say? At 800, then 850. 800, then 8.5. I got a bit 800 here, then 8.5 now. 850, 900, please. At 850, then 900. Got a bit 8.5 and then 9. Far under the money here. At 850, then 900, 950. 900, then 950 on the Whistle Orange. 9.5. What do you say? 950, then 1,000 now. At 950, then 1,000, good 1,000, 9,000, then 1,100 here, 1,200 now, please. And 11, then 12, it'll be 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 11 here, then 1,200 now. Check out the vibrant colors on this one. Just great advertising. The bottle, it's got it all. 11, 1,200. at 11, then 12, at 11 here, then 1,200 now. 11, then 12, at 11, then 12, at 11, then 12 to the telephone bidder. What do you say? At 11, then 1,200, are we all done then? At just 11 or 1,200 on the rare Whistle Orange Certified Pure sign, hammers up. Fair warning then, everybody, at 11 or 1,200. Wow, here's a deal. 11, 1,200, last chance and final call. Anyone else? Fair warning. Sold it there at 1,100. Brings us to lot number 436. This one is new old stock. A 9.25 investment grade Whistle Orange soda sign at 17, now 1,800. Here's the one you've been waiting for. 18, then 1,900 now. 2,000, please. At 19 and then 2, got it 22.5 then. 2,000 bid, then 22.5, and 2,500 now. At 22.5 and then 25, got it 27.50, then 3,000, please. 27.5 and 3,000, go 32.5. At 3,000, then 32.50, go 3,500. At 32.50, then 35, go 35, go 35, go 35 now. At 32.50, then 35, at 32.50, then 3,500 now. I'm at 32.5 and then 35. You're in at 32.50, asking 3,500. Are we all done? Fair warning then at 32.5, 3,500, last chance. Final call, everybody, 32.50, then 35 on the beautiful Whistle Orange soda sign here. New old stock, as good as it gets. Hammer's coming down then at 32.50, 3,500. Any further bids? Final call. Sold it there, 32.5. Here we go at lot number 437 here. It's the Southern, this is a rare sign, the Southern Ontario Telephone Company. A porcelain double-sided sign here, and check out the size. It's bigger than you may assume it is. A large sign, 900, then 950 now. At 900, then 9.5, got a bit 900 here, then 9.5 now. An early independent telephone company. At 900, then 950, go 900, then 950, go 900, then 9.5. At 900 here, then 950, go 900, then 9.5. I've never seen one before, and I doubt I'll ever see one again. At 900, then 950 now. At 950, then 1,000, got it 1,100, then back to you. And 1,000, then 11, 1,000, then 11, 1,000, then 11, 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. At 1,000, then 11, try it again. At 1,000, then 1,100 now. Are we all done? Got to run then. At 1,000, then 1,100. Fair warning. 1,000 bid, then 1,100 now. Any further bids on this big double-sided porcelain sign? Hammers in the air, then got to run. I'd have thought much more on this rare sign. 1,000, then 1,100. Fair warning. Any further bids? Final call. My hammer is up. I've got to run. Sold it there at 1,000. Lot number 438, another rare one here. The Ontario Northland Telegraphs Communications flange sign. And again, the condition on this, fabulous, of course. 800, now 8.5. At 800 here on the Ontario Northland flange. At 800, then 850, go 800, then 8.5 now. 900, please, then 950. At 900, then 950, go 900, then 950, go 900, then 9.5. 900 bid, 900, then 950. I'm at 900, then 9.5. Thank you, 1,000. Thank you, 1,100 then. And 1,000, then 11, 1,000, then 11, 1,000, then 11. Try it again. At 1,000, then 11, 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. Get 1,000, then 11, 12, and 1,300. At 12, and then 1,300 now. You're still in. 14 and 1,500. At 14, then 1,500 now. Got a bit 14, then 15, 16, then 1,700. At 16 here, then 1,700. You're out again. 71.59. Try it at 17. At 16, then 17. Got a bit 16, then 1,700 now. Last chance, everybody. Fair warning. One more try. Just may do it. 17. Got it. Yes, now 1,800, please. You're in at 17 and then 1,800 now. You're out 7,287. 18, then 1,900. 18, then 1,900 now. Try it at 19. At 18, then 19. Got a bit 18, then 19. Got a bit 18, then 19 now. At 18, then 19 on this rare Ontario Northland flange. My hammer's up. Got to go then. At 18, then 1,900. Fair warning. 19, then 2,000. Try it again. At 19 and then 2. 19 and then 2. Got a bit 19 and then 2. Got a bit 19 and then 2. Never see another one, especially not in condition like this. 2, 22.5 then. At 2,000 bid, then 22.50. 2, then 22.5. I got a bit 2, then 22.50. Try it again. 71.59. You're out. At 2, then 22.5. Fair warning. Last chance. Final call. Got to run at 2,000. 22.5. Fair warning. Any further bids? Sold it there at 2,000. Lot number 439 here from the Franklin Telephone Company business office. Comes this porcelain sign at 6.5, then 700 now. 6.5 here, then 700 now, get 6.5 and then 700. At 6.5 and then 700 now, get 6.5 and then 700. 6.5 here, then 700 now, please. At 650, then 700, 6.5 and then 700 now on this rare Franklin Telephone Company sign from their business office. This isn't a sign that was issued for every public telephone. This is their business office sign. And check out the size on it. 7.5, 800 now. And the condition, really, at 7.5 and then 800 now. At 7.5 and then 800, get 7.5 here and then 800 now. At 750, then 8, try it at 800, please. At 7.5 and then 800, got a bit 7.5 here and then 800 now. At 7.5 and then 800, get 7.5 and then 8. Are we all done? Fair warning then, I'd have thought much, much more on this sign, but we will sell it today at just $750, $800 at 7.5 and then 800 now. Last chance and final call. Anyone else? At $750, $800 on the Franklin Telephone Company business office sign. Any further bids? Fair warning. Sold it there at $750. Lot number 440, another rare one. It's a New Brunswick public telephone flange sign. We've got 800 on it, then 8.5 now. At 800, 900, then 950. 900 bid, then 950, go 900, then 9.5. At 900, then 950, go 1,000. Thank you, 1,100, try it again. You're in still, 7343 at 1,000, then 1,100 now. And 1,000, then 11, 1,000, then 11, 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. I'm at 1,000, then 11, 1,000, then 11 on the rare New Brunswick public telephone porcelain flange sign at 1,000, then 1,100. And 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. Are we all done? Fair warning, everybody. Thank you. 1,100, then 1,200 now. Got to be 12 quick. At 11, then 12, at 11, then 12, at 11, then 12, at 11, then here, then 1,200 now. At 11, then 12, thank you, 13 then. At 12, and then 1,300 now. At 12, and then 13, got to be 12, and then 13, got to be 12, and then 1,300. At 12, and then 13, got to be 12, and then 13. Are we all through? Fair warning, everybody. At 1,200 bid, then 1,300 on the rare New Brunswick public telephone flange sign. Hammers up in the air at 12, 1,300. Fair warning. Last chance. Final call. Anybody else? Sold it at 1,200. Lot number 454. The crown jewel of any Kunst collection. It's the St. Bernard beer tray. A lot of people waiting on this one. A fabulous example, sitting at 37.5. We've got you in at 37.50, and I'm asking 4,000 now. At 37.5, we've got 4,000, please. At 37.50 here, then 4,000 now on the Kunst St. Bernard. If you've been waiting for a nice one, here it is. At 37.50, now's the time to act. Just 4,000. At 37.5, and then 4,000 now. Get up at 37.50, then 4,000. At 37.5, and then 4,000. Get 37.5, and then 4. This is it. This is as good as it gets for Kunst beer trays, sitting at just 37.5, asking 4,000. Gotta run then, everybody. At 37.5 here, then 4,000. Are we all done? Fair warning, we'll sell it today at 37.5, 4,000. Any further bids? Final call then, last chance. Fair warning to all. Sold it there at 37.5. Brings us right to lot number 455. It's the Marvey number 4812 convex barber shop sign. Sitting at 325 here. We've got you in at 325 and then 350 now. At 350, then 75. Got a bid 3.5 and then 75. At a bid 350, then 375 now. Go 400. At 375 and then 400 now. On the Marvey porcelain barbershop sign. At 375 and then 400 now. 375 and then 4. Got a bid 4, then 425, please. At 400 bid, then 425. Got a bid 4, then 25 and 50. 425 and then 450. Go 425 and then 450. Go 425 and then 4.5. At 425 and 50, then 75, please. At 450, then 75 and 50, then 75 and 50, then 75. Now you're on at 450, 475, 7031. Your turn at 450, then 475. I got to run at 450, 475. Fair warning. Anyone else? At 450 bid, 475. Last chance. Final call. Any further bids? Sold it there at 450. I'll pass the gavel back to Ethan for 456.
Thank you. Moving along to 456. It's the one you don't see as often. The wider convex barbershop sign here. 375, 400 now, 375, 4. Lesser seen, 375, 400 now. Your turn, 375, 4. Your turn, 375, 4. Bid now, please. It's a nice one, 375, 400 now. The lesser seen at 375, 4. Fair warning, 375, 4. Is that all? It's unusual at 375, 4. Bids in, 375, 4. Bids in, 375, 4. Bids in. Fair warning. Sold 375, 457. More great material here. This, the Barbershop Koken Model 5162 animated barbershop pole there. Take a look at this one. Mesmerizing. 250, 275. 275, 275 now, at 275 now, a nice one, 250, 75. What an opportunity, what a day at 250, 275 now. It spins and spins at 250, 275, bids in, coming down, 250, 275, 3, 325, back to you, 325. What an opportunity at 325. Thank you, 350, you're in at 325. Anybody else? 350, fair warning, 325, 50, coming down at 325. What an opportunity for one of these. 350, fair warning at 325, 50 coming down. Sold 325, 458 coming along. It's the Koken animated wall mount barber pole, the good one, the early one. Take a look at this from the 1930s, 650, 700, 657. You wait so long to find these animated poles. This one's a great one. Take a look at 400, 650, 650, now 700 where? At 657. The animated pole at 657 now, at 657 now with the globe on top. Sometimes they were scripted. 700, 750 now, at 700, 7.5, 700, 7.5, 700, 7.5 on the animated barber pole at 700, 750 now. Koken, 700, 750 now. Koken, 750 now where? At 750, fair warning, my hammer's up, coming down, 700, 7.5, 700, 750 now where? Sold 700, 359, 459. Love this sign in the form of a diamond. I also love how that chain completes the diamond. I think this is great. Take a look at this at 225, 250 now. Porcelain at 225, 250 now. Early porcelain sign there. Toronto wet wash 250, 275 rare at 250, 275 now where? Toronto wet wash 275, 300 now. Never seen another one. 275, 300 now, should be at 275, 3. Never seen another one. Agency at 275, 325 now. 25 now. Rarest of the rare. 25 now. 25 now. 325. Anybody else? Hammer's coming down. 325 now. Where? Sold. When it's gone, it's gone. When it's gone, it's gone. That's the end of it. 460. It's the Hudson soap for the people. For the people soap at 325 and then 350. At 325 and then 350 now. The only soap that wins the political battle as well at 325.50. Let's go. 325.50. Your turn. 325.50 on Hudson soap. 325.50. Anybody else? 325.50. Hammers up, coming down. 325.50. Anybody else? And now 75. Your turn at 350, 300, 75, 75, 75. There is a bit of touch up and a little bit of a loss in the center. 350, 300, 75. At 75 coming down. Sold 350, 461. It's the Oviedo. There's a rare one. The Oviedo Congress cigars sign 250, 275. Your turn at 275, 325 now. 325 now. Christine Blah's done a great job at a lot of these historical write-ups here, including this one. 325, 350 now. At 25.50 now on Oviedo. At 325 and 50 now. At 325, 50 now, 50 now, 25 and 50 now. Hammers coming down. Fair warning. 325, 50 now. Where? Sold 325, 462. Moving along is the McClary stoves. McClary, they actually had the contract for early Canadian license plates, the only year they made them in porcelain. And now this, the stove company, sign 325, 350 now. 350 now, 375, 350, 75, 400 now. Good early sign. 400 now, 25 now. 25.50 at 25.50 now. Good early sign. 25.50 now. McClary. 50 now, 75, 75, 500 now, good thick porcelain, 75, 5, 75, 5, 550 now, 600 now on the rare McClary, 556, your turn at 556, bid now please, don't lose, when it's gone, at 556, 50 now, at 600, 650, when it's gone, 650, 700 now, bid now please, at 657, when it's gone, 657, at 657, anybody else want in, hammers up, coming down, at 657, fair warning, at 657, then last chance and final call. Sold right there. 363 is the next sign. Yes, the Sherwin-Williams Paints clock. Nice one there. GSW, there's a beauty. I'll tell you, there's a beauty. General Steelware's Toronto porcelain Sherwin-Williams Paints clock. Can't say I've ever seen one of these clocks. This one die cut. It's killer. 1112, 1112, 1112 belongs in the book of great Canadian advertising. 1112 took it 1300. 1213. The book of great Canadian advertising should be at 1400 now. Where would you find one? 1314. Didn't know it existed. 1500 now. At 1415, just dripping with color. 1600 now. 1700, die cut porcelain. 1800, dripping with color. At 1718, your turn. 1900, dripping with color. 2000 now, die cut. 19.2 took it 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half. Dripping with color, 19.2, 22, 25, at 22.50, 25, should be in the book of the greats, at 22 and a half, 25, took it 27.50, one of the greats, 25, 7.50 now, at 25, 7.50, gotta run, gotta go, 25, and 7.5, fair warning, 27.50 now, 3,000, at 3,000, 27 and a half, 3, book of the greats, 27.50, 3,000, get him in, at 27.53, gotta run, gotta go, 3, 32 and a half, 32 and a half now, please. At 3,000, 32.50, your turn. 3,000, 32.50, gotta run, gotta go. 3,000, 32.50, fair warning, hammers in the air. At 3,000, 32 and a half, anybody else? 3,000, 32.50. Sold. 3,000, thank you. 464 coming along. Sherwin-Williams Paint varnishes flange sign. 500, 5.5, 500, 550, took it 600 now at 556. There is a total beauty. I'll tell you, you talk about early Canadian. Wow, that's a great one. 550, 600. 550, 600, 556 at 5.5, 650 now, 700 now. Where? I'm going to pass my phone to you, Ben. At 650 now, 700. Bids coming in everywhere at 700, 750, or just nervous consigners. 900, 950 now. At 900, 950, 1,000, 1,100 now. 1,100 at 1,100 now. At 1,100 now. At 1,000, 1,100, 1,000, 1,100. What a sign. What a deal. What a day to be buying great porcelain. 1,000, 1,100 now. We just sold the clock for 3,000, and I'm looking at this sign and thinking, wow, 1,011, what a bargain. 1,011, thank you. 1,200, 1,300, nothing to think about. No brainer. 12, 13, there's nothing to think about. What a great sign. 13, 1,400, 1,400, 1,500 now. Great porcelain is what it is. 1415, great condition too. 1415, bids in please. At 14, 1,500, get your bids in please. 1415, fair warning, someone's doing well. 1415, hammers up. When it's gone, it's gone. 1415 coming down. 1415, anybody else? 14, 1,500 where? Sold. 1,400, 465. De Laval Separator Agency flange sign. Good porcelain De Laval sign there. 1,200 took it, 1,300 took it, 1,400 where? 13 now, 1,400 took it, no. At 13, 14, 1,500 took it, 14, 15 now. At 15 took it, 1,600, 15, 16 now where? At 15, 16, your turn. At 15, 16 now, 1,700 where? At 16, 17 took it, 1,800, one one of the greats, 17, 1800 now. At 17, 1800 now. One of the iconics, 17, 1800 now. At 1700, 1800 now on the De Laval separator flange. 17, 18, hammers up, coming down. 18, 1900. Good hunk of porcelain, 2000 now. At 19.2, good hunk of porcelain, 2000 now, please. At 19.2, Canadian funds, 19.2, got a run, 19.2. At 19, 2000, anybody else, good hunk of porcelain for the money. At 19.2 coming down, 1900, 2000. Sold there. It's 466 coming along. 466, more fun today. Take a look at this one. The Puritan cut plug tobacco. The Puritans, of course, the ship represents the Puritans that came overseas to the States, fleeing religious persecution. Here is the sign that shows the ship, and it's an early sign, early porcelain, belongs in the book of Great Canadian Advertising. 1300, 1400, 1300, 1400, at 1314, at 13, 1400 where? I'm sitting at 1300, now 1400 where? Is Ben Lennox here? I thought we had a phone bid on this. 13, 14, 1500, at 14, 15, 1600, at 15, 1600, at 15, 16, at 15, 16. Can we confirm, guys, there's no phone bid on this sign? 15, 16, please. At 1500, can someone go in the office and ask if there's a phone bid, please? 16, 1700. At 16, 1700 now. At 16, 1700. Yay or nay, folks? At 17, 1800. At 17, 1800. 17, 18, thank you, Andre, appreciate it. 18, 1900 now. At 18, 19, we're all set. 18, 1900 on one of the greats. 18, 1900, selling at 19, 2000. Selling at 19.2. Selling at 19.2. Took it 22 and a half now. 22.50 at 22 and a half. 22.50, 2000, 22 and a half on one of the rarest early Canadian tobacco signs. Selling at 2000, 22 and a half. Anybody else want in? Hammers up, then coming down at 2022 and a half. Fair warning, 2022.50. You won it for 2000. Nice sign. 467, one of the iconics, the Black Cat cigarette sign, of course named because the original company that sold Black Cat had a black cat in their window, and people said, forget about calling this store Carreras, it's hard to pronounce, let's call it the Black Cat store. And then the Black Cat was born, one of the famous brands in Canadian advertising, of course from the UK initially. 3500, 3750 on this one, the iconic Black Cat sign. 35, 7.5. 3500, 750 now at 35, 750. The Black Cat sign. 35, 7.5. 35, 750 now. Took it 4,000. What a sign. 4,000. The iconic 4,000 now at 3750. 4,000 on Black Cat. 3754. What a sign at 3750. 4,000. Black Cat 3754 then. Fair warning. Hammers in the air on Black Cat 3754. What a sign at 3754,000. Fair warning. 3754. Hammers coming down at 3754,000. Anybody else? Sold there, and 468 coming along. Black Cat Cigarettes is truly the iconic sign made by St. Thomas Metal Signs. These signs have captured the attention of all of the serious collectors. This is one of the nicest examples known here. It's the Black Cat die-cut cigarette sign. Can you say great advertising? Does it get any better than this in great Canadian advertising? The Black Cat, so prevalent with that glowing yellow background. This one, not all chalked out either in the background. The yellow, that mellow yellow, that goldenrod mellow yellow is so prevalent in this particular version. What a great example of this sign. 12,000, thank you. 13,000, please. 12 and 13. At 12 and 13,000, this is the one to add to your collection. 12, 13,000. Can't get your paws on these days. At 12 and 13,000, good luck getting your paws on one of these. At 12,000, 13,000, 12,000, 13,000, your turn. At 12,000, 13,000, it's as nice as you'll find at 12 and 13,000. 13,000, your turn. At 12,000, 13,000. At 12,000, try 12,500, folks. 12,500. Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much. 12,000, 12,500. 12,000, thank you, Mariah. 12,500. At 12,500, please. 12,000, 12,500. Anybody else? I'm at 12,000, 12,500. What do you say? At 12,000, 12,500. Fair warning. 12,000, 12,500. Last chance and final call. Does that do it for you? 12,000, 12,500 coming down. 12,000, 12,500. Anybody else? Sold at 12,000. Thank you. 469, the Beehive Court Fruit Jar. Everyone loves a beehive at 325, 350 now, 325, 350 now, at 325. Fair warning, hammers coming down, 350 now. Where? Sold there. Perfect. 469 turns into 470, the Beehive half gallon. Now there's a rare one. You don't see the halves. 375, 400 now, 375, 4 on the Beehive half gallon, 375, 400, 375, 4 at 375, 400, 375, 400, hammers coming down, then fair warning. Sold there, 471. Moving along to more great fruit jars here. This one, the Midget Pint. Hard to find the Beehive Midget Pint. Make the clarification, it's the Midget Pint. Nice jar, all from the Durant collection. What a pretty jar these are. Love them. 1,700, 1,900, 2,000. My favorite Canadian jar right there. 2,000, 22.5. You're out. Bids everywhere. 2,000. Bids everywhere. 22.5. 2,000, 22.50. 7,352. You're out. 2,000, 22.5. What a pretty jar these are. 22.5. 2,500. 22.5, 2,500. Love these jars. 22.5, 25. No collections complete without one. 22.5, 25. Hammers up, coming down. Anybody else want in on the Midget Pint Beehive? So rare, they come and they go. When it's gone, it's gone. 22.5, 25. Fair warning. Sold 22.50. Thank you. That brings us to the close of another episode of Auction Studio, the best of Miller & Miller Auctions.
But don't worry, you can find all of our past episodes on the Auction Studio YouTube channel.
And be sure to follow us and stay in the loop at www.millerandmillerauctions.com.
The preceding program has been presented by Ballinran Entertainment, marking 30 years of filmmaking excellence in 2025. From Stratford to the world, we bring compelling stories to life.